Now I'd like to hear a motion to waive the reading of the last meeting's minutes and also the treasurer's report.
I'll make that motion.
Yeah.
Second?
Second.
Everybody in favor?
Yay.
Thank you very much.
That was quick.
Right now, I would like to introduce some guest speakers from the Circle Academy Charter School. And could you please come up, Mr. David Espani
That's him.
and Anne Marie Ginsberg.
That's her. And I'm gonna start it, and we'll go from there if it's okay.
Okay, but we also would like to ask you to keep it to 5 minutes, please, so you have time for a few questions.
I'm gonna keep it less than
Yeah,
that.
whatever.
And first of all, I want you to turn to the person to your left or right and say, "You look good."
Ooh, you look
Those of you that are Catholics, that gives you the opportunity to go to confession this week, and others. But at any rate, I want to thank you for the opportunity of allowing us to share with you about a very exciting project that is coming to your community, Circle Academy. Back over, 18, 20 months ago, a small group of people from your community began to meet and talk about a dream. That dream is now coming to fruition. It's called Circle Academy. I need help here with the brochures. Please hand them out, all of you. All my helpers, if you will. I'm not going to read you our mission statement. I'm going to hand it to you so you can see it, and so you have opportunity to look at it. We believe that one of the things that can help to change all the ills of America is better education for our children. We are not here to replace any school. We will be a public school like other public schools. We are funded by the same public dollars that are funding our other public schools. And we are basically looking for the opportunity of creating a school that focuses in on the needs of the children of your community. The good news is no one forces anyone to go to any school in New York City. Are you aware that any child in any district can choose any school that they want to go to if they so desire? Our school is a school where parents decide that they would like the opportunity of joining in a lottery, which was be conducted basically 4 to 5 months in advance of the opening of the school year. They put their name, they fill out an application, their names are drawn. The bottom line is that usually there's 5 to 6 times the number of kids wanting and parents wanting to go to a school like ours than the school is able to accommodate. We want to let you know that we're coming to Woodhaven on purpose. We looked around Community School District 27. There are charter schools out in Far Rockaway, but there's none here on the main sector of the Community School District. We chose your community because of a number of factors. We did a lot of outreach. We asked a lot of questions. And since we began the process of applying, we've asked literally thousands of people what they think about our school, what kind of school they'd like to see in your community. As you see on the flyer, our first facility will be on 91st Street in your community. Many of you have heard about the church that has been made into an educational center. We heard about it, found out that it was available to coincide with our first year of operation, and we were able to arrange a lease. After we're there a year, we'll be moving to Jamaica Avenue, and that address is 7514 Jamaica Avenue. And so both of these buildings will be redeveloped with private dollars, with dollars that are available for charter schools, and we will not be in a public school building or taking other schools' space. With that, I want to let these 3 people introduce themselves. Stand up.
Good evening. My name is Anne-Marie Ginsberg, and I'm very, very excited to be here. I'm going to be the principal of the proposed school. I'm excited because I actually was raised in Richmond Hill. My dad went to Richmond Hill High School, and my brother actually owns a hardware store in Woodhaven for over 25 years, Hardware City, on Jamaica Avenue. So we have roots here. And when we actually looked at what we wanted to call the school, Circle Academy, we were looking at a school that we can give back to the community. And when we actually looked at the logo, and if you actually look at the logo, you see the house. And we said, you know what, a school is really, we want a place where kids feel that it's their home. So that's why we put a house on there. So the kids are thinking it's like their second home. The tree is that strong foundation, the seeds that we're growing into them. And the whole idea of the circle is coming back and giving back to the community. So we want kids to actually come back and bring back to Woodhaven. So it's so special to me when I came tonight and I saw Richmond Hill Woodhaven, I said yes, because for me it's like the circle, I'm coming back. So thank you so much for inviting us here today, and it's just a thrill. So thank you.
Good evening, my name is David. Thank you again for having us here. I'm a board member of Circle Academy. I was part of Circle Academy from the first day that we thought of it and we wanted to implement it. We're proud to be in this community. We hope to open our doors in September of 2015. And I was involved with the construction and some of the work that's going on 91st Street. I know there were some concerns or questions that you guys had for it. You're more than welcome to ask me whatever you need afterwards, I guess. And we can talk about 76th Street as well. Thank you.
Our lead applicant.
Hi, my name is Michelle. I'm a parent and a member of our school district. I'm a resident in the community, and they feel that the school is a very important part of the community and to educate our children and to be a part. Thank you.
We're happy to answer any questions that you may have. Yes.
Yes, I read the entire proposal that was put up to Community Board 9, and one of the things that struck me was where students will be selected to go to this charter school. The impression I got, and I could be wrong, was that you would be accepting applications from the entire school district 27, which is quite an expansive district. The question I have for you is, how many slots in this school are going to be just for Woodhaven's children?
We cannot change New York state law. New York state law says that every charter school is confined to a single district. We cannot confine to a specific community within the district. So the law is the one that states that the priority has to be given to the local community school
So then we
district.
could conceivably have this school here with no children in Woodhaven in it.
Not likely based upon our outreach efforts at this point. It could happen, but we have targeted 22 daycare centers around our proposed 2 sites. That's where we will quote-unquote market. We will also continue to utilize local newspapers to do our ads about our lottery. We will do everything we can to get the word out to our local community first, but obviously if others apply, it's a public lottery, the names are drawn out of the hat, we have no control over that. Yes.
How many students will you have in each location?
We will start the first year with 144 students, I believe 146 students, and then thereafter we'll start with kindergarten and first grade, and we will add a grade each year until we are up to K through 8. And the total will be around 504 in our first charter term, I believe. Yes.
How many classes, how many children in the class?
It'll be 24 per class. The first year we will have like a couple classes with only 22, but we will average 24 per class and 2 teachers in each class.
2 regular teachers, not a teacher and a
It'll be a teacher, an assistant teacher, not a school aide, but an assistant teacher.
You
Yes.
have 3 classes for A and 3 classes for B.
We'll start with 4 each. And 3 in first grade in the first 2 years, and then thereafter it will follow suit through the enrollment. Yes,
Are they
ma'am.
being bused? Are they being bused to the school?
Every charter school will be a public school, bus transportation system, or a Metro card, or private transportation.
Are you talking the big buses or the mini buses? And did they do a traffic study for that area to see how the buses are coming in?
The public school safety for the public schools determines that, as well as the bus service. And they do a thorough traffic pattern study. They monitor it for 90 days and thereafter if there's any problems. And they decide, based upon the number of pickups, the size of the bus, depending upon the
What
route.
about parking? Will there be parking for your teachers?
Parking, I'll let David respond to that.
On our 76th Street site, we will have private parking at that site. The site that we're occupying on 91st Street will not have any parking, but we're only talking about 7 teachers on our first floor. So we're not talking about a mass amount of parking. And our operations are from 7 a.m. for the teachers till about 4:30, so it'll be during business time that the teachers are there and they're not there on the weekends.
And we have talked with these, the good news is both of the properties are owned by the same landlord. So we have talked with the landlord that if parking becomes an issue for our staff, that we will ask them to assist us with parking at the other location.
What is the spot on Jamaica Avenue that you're going into?
David, I'll let you
There's a
respond.
storage facility currently there.
Oh, okay, that's.
It's the old lobster factory that was
Right,
Yeah.
It looks so small, I can't see how you could accommodate.
It's actually a 38,000 square foot building. It's one of the biggest buildings in Jamaica Avenue.
And they have the same landlord, huh?
Yes.
Yes.
How you arrived, not derived, at a school in Woodhaven? What was the criteria where to put a charter school?
Well, number one, we had people from this community that was interested, Michelle in particular, and other people who were very much desirous of having a school here. Secondly, we knew that the preponderance of applications had been out on Far Rockaway, and we felt like this community and the main part of this community school district deserved opportunity to have a choice of a charter school.
Okay, because I had read today or somewhere in the last couple of days, they are starting to branch out into the Catholic schools now because they're emptying at such a
Yeah,
rapid rate.
many charter schools are buying or leasing.
Oh, leasing,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
You're not buying, okay.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Existing public schools utilize the administrative infrastructure of the Department of Education in the city of New York. We've met the future principal of the school, and we've met a board member of charter, and your role in this.
I'm right now a volunteer.
Okay, volunteer. So there's additional infrastructure around the organization charter. I'm assuming some of those people, if not all of them, are paid.
No.
You're not paid. This is a volunteer.
All board members.
All board members are volunteers.
The state law requires that no board member can receive any form of compensation whatsoever.
That's
Or
good
our
to
lead
know.
applicants are.
Okay, so my question is, other than altruism, why is this organization being set up if there's not a way to make money for it? What is the organization?
I've asked myself that 100 times in the last 18 months in terms of volunteer time. But I'll let Anne Marie answer real quick. But let me just say to you, the infrastructure of the Community School District 27 is available to every charter school. So we don't reinvent the whole district. Basically, charter schools are more locally controlled. Determinations about the curriculum are locally decided by that board in cooperation with parents.
So there's no one behind the scenes now or in the future looking to make a profit out of it?
I just wanted to say something in reference
That's
to our
good to
board members. We actually have 7 board members some of them are here tonight, some of them are not here tonight. They are all volunteers. Nobody gets paid. They have no future jobs allocated. Why I do it is because I'm in the educational field. I am actually part of a nursery and a special ed program. So is Michelle Pascucci. She owns another program. We did it for the children. We're doing it because we see that if we educate children from nursery to kindergarten, we can't get them into a program that could cater to them. So we wanted to build the concept. Our board members are some educators, some are actually community. Marianne Gonzalez, which is a lawyer on Jamaica Avenue, is actually a board member of Circle Academy.
Okay, so you purchase your books and everything through the same Board of Ed?
Same concept.
Okay, perfect.
Same concept.
That's very important for us to know.
Right.
We don't profit on anything that comes in.
In fact, the
It is
law
same
would put us in jail if we did. Now, early in charter school history, there were making large sums of money. Your state government changed that.
Yeah, one more question.
Final question, please.
All right, thank you, Kendra. Since you have a board, does that mean that the principal and the teachers, et cetera, have to be recommended for employment by the board, and your contract hinges upon your vote of confidence by the board? Is that what the board is also
Yeah.
for?
They are governed by the board.
Yes. So
They
it's
are-
a different job protection than a regular board of ed employee, basically?
Yes,
Okay.
and that's the concept. It's based on performance.
Right, it's based upon performance, evaluation every year.
Scared the hell out of teachers.
Not me.
No, I'm just, not you, not you.
Thank you very, very much.
Thank you.